This is one of the most powerful cord-cutting rituals you can do, far and beyond most of the ones that's online right now. You'll need 2 candles, a fire-resistant plate or a pie pan, twine, 8 herbs I'm going to tell you about, and petition paper. You're going to take your twine and you're not just going to tie it around these candles. You are going to make a spiritual tie with this twine. You are going to put 7 knots on this twine to make a spiritual tie. 7 is a very spiritual and biblical number. It connects the spiritual and the physical realm. You're going to put 1 knot on each candle when you tie it around. That's normal, but it's going to be 5 knots in between to make 7 knots in all. And these 7 knots will make a spiritual tie on your twine. So when your candle burns, it's going to sever your spiritual tie. Every different intention on this ritual just makes the ritual that much more powerful, that much more strong. Every different intention that is spiritual, every different intention that is biblical, you're just making a ritual that's even stronger, that's even more powerful. Just remember that. Always remember that. It's the intention. And when you have more intentions layered and layered, that's different layers of strength, different layers of power. You're going to want to say your intention, each herb that you sprinkle while you're sprinkling over the candles in your heat resistant plate and your petition. This rosemary cleanses and clears negative vibrations and unwanted intrusions in my energy. This sage cleanses my energetic aura and shields me against unwanted spirits. This hijab clears bad and stagnant history and cleanses my energy for deep spiritual purification. These chives cancel and break any love magic, binding magic, and any type of spells and curses that may have been placed on me to manipulate my free will. This nettle severs all aggressive and toxic spiritual bonds. This wormwood severs all strong and obsessive energies and spiritual attachments. These rose petals release the tensions, heals me, and boosts my vibrations. This lavender brings me peace and harmony and gives us closure. I now call back my energy and my power from every timeline, every realm, and every dimension, and I call it back cleansed and whole from this connection. If this is your first time doing this ritual, I will write this petition twice, one of them so that you can have it and read it while you're lighting your candle, because you might not remember if this is your first time. The other petition, you're going to write this down and you're going to put it in between the candles on your heat resistant plate, and you're going to sprinkle those herbs that I just told you about. You're going to sprinkle those on this petition. You can look at the picture for reference. After you've written your petition down and you've layered it with the herbs, you are going to light your candle and you are going to read that petition out loud. That petition is going to say, I declare all spiritual cord attachments, forced spiritual contracts, toxic soul ties, and spiritual binds are now severed, canceled, and permanently destroyed from my energy in spirit and in flesh, and so it is done. Your cord cutting ritual should look something like this at the end. Could be look different. Don't forget to sprinkle some salt on it. I also like to sprinkle salt on mine. Sometimes I sprinkle regular salt. Sometimes I sprinkle black salt. Whichever, it doesn't matter. And also for that twine, which we are calling the spiritual tie, you can actually make an intention for that too. You can say something like, I'm making a spiritual tie with this twine and I'm going to sever it during my cord cutting ritual. When you wake up in the morning or before you go to bed, try to make it a ritual to call back your energy and your power and everything ever stolen from you and your children if you have children. Write this down. I'll call back my energy and my power and everything ever stolen from me and my children from every timeline of my life, in every realm, in every dimension, and I'll call it back cleansed and whole. Sending peace, love, and joy to everybody that's not doing wicked. And to the wicked, I pray you find the Lord, respect him, and fear him as you should.